the failure of the previous installment, Capcom released what many still hold to be the best in the series, and one of the best action games ever made, Devil May Cry 3 Dante's Awakening. It is a prequel that takes us to the battle of the brothers, Dante and Virgil. It introduced us to new characters and devils, weapons and mechanics that took the series to new heights. Dante is back to being the crazy, fun, and trash-talking character we all enjoyed so much from the first game. From the very first scene, you know this is going to be a wild ride.
This party's getting crazy. Let's rock.
Virgil seeks to break the seal that his father Sparta set in place to keep the demons out of the human world. But to do this, he needs Dante's half of the medallion, the same medallion from the first game and the one that their mother gave to them. To get this, he sends Dante an invitation by attacking him in his new office that has even yet to open, and he hasn't even named yet. The invite is delivered by a mysterious man named Arkham, the father of Lady, a rocket launcher wielding devil hunter. After the first scene of the game, Virgil and Arkham successfully raise the tower called Timin Nagrud that connects the human world to the demon. The combat in Devil May Cry 3 is back and is better than ever. Dante now has access to styles to choose before each mission. Swordmaster, which gives Dante more sword attacks. Gunslinger greatly enhances firearms, even allowing you to hit multiple enemies at once. Trickster for evasion and Royal Guard for defense. There are also 2 more styles you get later in the game, Quicksilver and Doppelganger. Each style can be leveled up, adding extra dimensions to the combat and replayability. The way you gain weapons in Devil May Cry 3 is also something new that they done. Each weapon is obtained from bosses, with the essence of them becoming the weapon itself. Have you ever wanted an electric guitar that summons electrical bats? Well, Devil May Cry 3 has you covered, and these are some very memorable bosses. You have Cerberus guarding the gates covered in ice, the creepy Jester, and the unforgettable Succubus. These bosses are not easy like the ones in Devil May Cry 2, and the game features 5 different difficulty levels. Also, in the special edition that is in the Devil May Cry HD collection, you get to play as Virgil, and you have access to the sped up turbo mode. This game is absolutely packed full of content. When I played this on PS2, I easily put over 50 hours into it because it is one of the most addicting action games ever made, and that wasn't even with all the extra content in the special edition. Devil May Cry 3 has some of the craziest action scenes in the entire series and in gaming. One such scene has Dante jumping off the tower, shooting and blasting his way through demons, throwing his sword through several of them just so he can shoot it to gain more speed and grab hold and fly into the mouth of a giant flying demon whale. As impressive as the scenes are, the visuals were too, and they were undoubtedly hard to do on the PS2. With all the effects like lens flares, the way the enemies died and turned to sand, and the texture detail could not have been easy to do at the time. It gave players a visual treat, accompanied by the flashy and satisfying gameplay mechanics. It also featured a more free-flowing camera system that helped when navigating the world and combat. And one thing to watch for if you play the game, during the cutscenes that lead to each mission, they added the mission number in unique ways to the world, from bullet holes or blood splatter on the ground, and even the Jester himself forming the number while being lifted up into the air. Devil May Cry 3 Dante's Awakening stands as a remarkable entry in the series, redeeming itself from the predecessor with engaging gameplay, a compelling storyline, and visuals that impressed. From the diverse weapons and styles to the challenging bosses, this game offered an immersive experience for action game fans. If you're a fan of intense combat, memorable characters, or just seeking an addicting gaming adventure, check out Devil May Cry 3 and dive into the world of Dante and Virgil and experience the thrill firsthand. If you enjoyed this video, Would you kindly leave a like and subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later.
How about a kiss from your little brother? Or better yet, how about a kiss from this?